Yo, what's going on, guys? GZTV back with another video, and today we are going to be recapping the NBA action. You guys saw that I had a video up for the fan favorite series. You know, the Pink Diamond Joel Embiid came out today. I grinded for him, and we did a video on him. Obviously the video didn't go well, but we're starting to build our team up, and that series is going well. We're 2 episodes in already, and once we get Kevin Durant, we'll probably make another episode. And then it's Russell Westbrook, and then we'll make another episode. So yeah, every time we make additions, we're just going to be doing gameplays with those players. But yeah, right now, obviously be on the lookout. Right after this, we are going to be streaming on Twitch, GZTV Live on Twitch, all lowercase. I'm going to customize my 2K jerseys for my team for the series. You guys can see, because we need to get some drippy jerseys. Let's be honest here. We need some fire jerseys. We're going to have a fire logo and all that stuff. I need to find a video. I'm probably not going to do it myself, but obviously we got to talk about my Celtics first. They're my favorite team. I'm always going to talk about them first when they play. So, yeah. Marcus Smart hopes the Celtics beat the Thunder for their 7th straight win. They were barely over 500 before. Now they're sitting atop the Eastern Conference, after the Bucks struggles. Giannis kind of easing back into the lineup. Marcus Morris with a really big second half scoring-wise. 7th straight win. Thunder kind of had it in the bag. I thought we were going to lose. I was like, there's no way we're going to lose our winning streak to the damn Thunder. But, Marcus Smart, spun in the lane for a layup, icing the game with big, big shots. Josh Giddey had a pretty decent night for the Thunder, I would say. Big dunk for Jason Tatum. He was showing it off. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander had a lot of fight in him, He got to the rim, got some tough buckets. Aaron Wiggins, he had one of the better dunks I've seen all night. That was nuts. But you look at the Thunder, Alexei Pokusevski, he is starting to improve. 16 points and 14 rebounds. He shot 50% from the three. He went out for a little bit with an ankle injury, but I think he returned. 21 points for Lou Dort. We know that he can be a solid player in this league. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 37-point performance tonight, and being very efficient in doing so, shooting 50% from the three and 50% from the field. Not really any complaints from the Thunder here. I think they played an amazing game. Maybe the defense got away from them a little bit. But, it's kind of hard to beat the Celtics, honestly, when Marcus Smart puts up 20+, because that does not happen all that often. You don't see it that much. He averages like in between 10 and 11 points a game, so it's not like he's out here scoring 20. And when he does, him or Horford, it's really like a game changer for us. But looking at the Celtics here, Jason Tatum had 27 points and 10 rebounds. Despite a pretty bad shooting night, he is still on a pretty good MVP trajectory. But not without a supporting cast, of course. 12 points, 11 rebounds for Al Horford. He had a pretty good game tonight. He had 22 points for Marcus Smart. He shot 50% from three. I believe 67% from the field. And obviously Jaylen Brown putting up 26, the second in command for this Celtics team. And we're not looking too bad moving forward here, eh? We play the Hawks on Wednesday. I don't know why I'm hiccuping so much. I ate like fucking 5 hours ago. I don't know what's going on. But we play the Hawks. That'll be a tough game. It'll be a really, really good game as well. But, let's just move on. Raptors, Pistons. I don't want to look at the future. I kind of want to just talk about what's going on right now in the NBA. Raptors, Pistons. Blanton, I'm not really sure who that is, but him and Chris Boucher lead a shorthanded Raptors past the Pistons. Obviously, they wanted to rest their guys. They're playing the Pistons, and they were able to get over 500, which is, they're just kind of one of those teams that's been fighting to get over that hump for so long. Delano Banton had his best scoring night of his career. Chris Boucher had a good scoring night. 3-game losing streak was snapped by the Raptors tonight. It's not hard to do that when you're playing the Pistons, one of the worst teams in the NBA. Man, OG Anunoby dunked all over Marvin Bagley. You kind of got to feel bad for Marvin Bagley. He's been put into terrible situations time and time again, but Jaden Ivey knocked down some threes. Delano Banton was really a big guy for the Raptors, passing the ball around. Scotty Barnes playing good as an at-the-rim defender. Sadiq Bey was hitting some tough shots. Let's look, see what's going on. Yeah, I mean, really all it was 27 points for this Delano Banton guy. I haven't heard of this guy in my life. I've seen him before. I know what he looks like. I've seen that guy before. He's fucking 6'7" and he plays point guard? Dude, that might be OP. He might be kind of nice. Watch out for Delano Banton in the next couple of years. He might be pretty nice. 27 points for him, and off the bench, 20 points for Chris Boucher. He shot 33% from 3. Take a look at the Pistons. I mean, really all it was Jaden Ivey. I mean, shout out to Jaden Ivey. He had a 21-point performance. Killian Hayes, obviously they don't have Cade Cunningham, so that's very unfortunate. And Killian Hayes hasn't really done much as a replacement for this organization. He did shoot 50% from the field, but in 24 minutes he put up 6 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. We need a guy like Killian Hayes to be a double-digit scorer if you want this Pistons team to be anywhere near successful. Shot a 3 and missed it. I mean, it's Killian Hayes. I don't really expect him to be an amazing player right now. I mean, you can give him a couple more years. He's only averaging 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists a game. Hornets Magic, some pretty garbage games on tonight. Hornets stop an 8-game slide with a 7-point win against the Magic finally. The Charlotte Hornets are getting in the win category, and since LaMelo's been back, they've been 500 record, which is better than what they're doing now. LaMelo Ball having a pretty good scoring night, a good passing night. That's what they needed, and he's back. So, Bobo hit some really good moves on LaMelo Ball. I mean, he's a 7'2" guy hitting moves on point guards. It's kind of insane. LaMelo Ball was passing the ball all night. Terry Rozier was hitting some tough shots time and time again. Mo Bamba was throwing it down for the Orlando Magic. You look at this Hornets team, really all it was Mason Plumlee putting up 18 points and 10 rebounds and only missing 1 shot. Look at this Magic team. Obviously, they are without Paolo Banchero, which could be a big deal. I mean, Franz Wagner put up 23 points, shot a 3 and made it. Wendell Carter put up 20 of his own. He shot 75% from 3. 14 points and 11 rebounds off the bench for Mo Bamba. They have pushed Mo Bamba off the bench. That is a very interesting decision made by the Magic. 14 points, 11 rebounds. He shot 50% from 3. I mean, they just have so many big men to work with. I think they have a really good big man core, probably one of the best in the league, and that's the only thing they're really excelling at right now. They have a hopeful in Paolo Banchero. But man, Jalen Suggs, he only put up 2 points tonight, and he fouled out in 30 minutes. He only shot 10% from the field and missed all 3 threes that he attempted. His 2, 7, and 4 stat line, I mean, A, don't foul out, and B, we need you to get 5 to 10 points a game. You should probably get closer to 10 point nights. I mean, come on. The dude's more than capable. Jalen Suggs on the year, he averages 13 points, so just a very under-average night for him. It is what it is. We're going to move on to Suns and Heat, probably one of the best games of the night. This was a good one. Bam Adebayo scores 30. The Heat storm back to stun the Suns, winning by 1. We know that the Heat have some elite scorers. They have some elite defenders. It's awesome. Jimmy Butler with a very clutch block on Devin Booker's go-ahead bucket with seconds left to win them the game. Campaign was hitting some shots. Bam Adebayo was hitting some shots. Kyle Lowry was hitting some threes for the Heat, which we need to see more of from this season because as a veteran point guard, I feel like he needs to kind of be that activator for this team. Bam Adebayo, though, good scoring tonight. You look at the Phoenix Suns, DeAndre Ayton put up 16 points and 12 rebounds and shot 80% from the field. Devin Booker, pretty good night here, 25 points. He shot 50% from the field. And, of course, off the bench, Dwayne Washington Jr., I think he is a second-year guy out of Ohio State. He put up 21, so that's probably one of the best I've seen Dwayne Washington do. Campaign was hitting some decently big shots, but dude, he shot 4 for 17, and obviously not having Chris Paul is a pretty big problem for this Suns roster. He put up 9 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds as a starting point guard in this league. He shot 1 for 6. Dude, he averages 12 points a game. He is more than capable to help this team. I mean, come on. Cameron Payne's pretty nice when he gets the chance on the court. So, it is what it is. I mean, that's kind of their problem. You look at the Heat side, you have Jimmy Butler putting up 16 points and grabbing 13 boards. He shot 50% from 3. Bam Adebayo, 30 points, 10 rebounds. He shot 50% from the field. So, good night for Heat basketball here. Heat haven't looked all that well this year, but they've reached 500. So, let's move on to the Clippers-Rockets. Not much of a game here. Paul George scores 22 to lead the Clippers to a 16-point victory over the Rockets. And he only really played 3 quarters, and he had a good scoring night in those 3 quarters. So, yeah, he's being a big leader, obviously. Being a big leader, obviously, without Kawhi. So, Kenyon Martin's been dunking on people lately. I've really liked the energy that he has shown for this game. He dunked on Ivica Zubac, one of the better, he's a pretty big dude. That's not an easy task. Norman Powell got some tough shots to fall. Kevin Porter Jr. got some to fall. Reggie Jackson taking some crazy circus shots. Jalen Green, of course, always a crowd energizer. He's like the energizer bunny for this Rocket squad. But, I mean, look at the Clippers, and all it is 22 points for Paul George. He has really been their only good player since Kawhi got hurt, so it is what it is. You look at the Rockets, and you got KPJ going for 20 points. You got Jalen Green going for 25, and Eric Gordon, I mean, he's getting really late in his career. There's not really much he could do for this team. They do need another 20-point performer if they want to beat a guy like Paul George. And I mean, the Clippers have solid defense. Eric Gordon, I mean, he averages damn near 13 points a game. So even if he would have came out and performed a little better, I mean, shot a 3, missed it, shot 25% from the field. I just wish he was a little more aggressive on the offensive end. He had 4 points and a rebound in 26 minutes. Not a very good look for Eric Gordon there. Hawks and Bucks. Giannis is back. DeAndre Hunter and Trae Young lead the Hawks past Giannis, Antetokounmpo, and the Bucks. They won by 15. Good scoring nights for DeAndre Hunter and Trae Young, and obviously Trae Young passing the ball. That's been a big thing here for this Hawks franchise. So Giannis Antetokounmpo was actually back for this one. He didn't play in the other game, but Giannis passing the rock around tonight. That was pretty interesting to see. Obviously, Trae Young and Clint Capella, they've been doing this for a while here in Atlanta, so not here. I'm not in Atlanta. What am I talking about? But Giannis Antetokounmpo, tough shots. I mean, we know that's what he's known for. John Collins was knocking some stuff down. And you look here, I mean, this Hawks team played a good brand of basketball. 24 points for DeAndre Hunter. He shot 67% from 3. Trae Young put up 21 points. He shot 40% from 3. Obviously, Clint Capella being a pretty premier big man in this league. 19 points, 10 rebounds. Only missing 2 shots the entire night, so that's pretty awesome. But, looking at the Bucks here, they definitely have some guys. I mean, Giannis put up 27. 20 points for Buchamp. I mean, I was kind of talking shit about him, but he shot 75% from 3. He's kind of starting to prove me wrong, and obviously Bobby Portis, he's an old, reliable option off the bench. 14 points, 10 rebounds. Obviously the Chris Middleton injury is really starting to creep up on this team with a guy like Grayson Allen having to start. I mean, shouldn't really go that way. He only had 2 points, and he played 10 minutes. It was really weird. They got to figure out an option when Chris Middleton's hurt, because I'm not sure how long he's hurt. 2 points and a rebound as a starter. I'm not sure about that. But moving on to the final game of the night, Spurs and Warriors. What a terrible game. Jordan Poole scores 36 on his bobblehead night. Of course, that's pretty cool. You get his bobblehead and then he scores 36. The Warriors beat the Spurs. Jordan Poole back in the starting lineup for the Warriors for the first time in a while, having his best scoring night of the season. His first bobblehead, wow, it was like such a big deal. They were showing it all over the place. He was also lobbing the ball up to guys like Andrew Wiggins. I mean, Steph Curry was still in the lineup. He was passing the ball around. Jordan Poole, very tough at the rim. He's very tough everywhere. He has a really good arsenal. I have a lot of respect for him. Kevon Looney was passing the ball around. Dante DiVincenzo was finishing at the rim. And Jonathan Kuminga was knocking down some shots. It was just all sorts of options out there. But Spurs played terrible. I mean, they just didn't play that good. And especially Devin Vassell, a guy who has been playing amazing this year, having one of the biggest scoring leap in the league. He's a top 10 scorer right now, pretty much. He averages 21 points a game, and he came out tonight and he put up 6 points, an assist, and 4 rebounds, took 4 threes and missed them. 25 minutes. I mean, yeesh, it's not a good look. The Spurs just had a terrible night overall, but I'm especially going to be getting on to Devin Vassell because I know he can do a lot better. He's been improving his game. Let's move on to the Warriors side, though. I mean, it was just the Poole party. Jordan Poole came to play tonight. 36 points, 50% from 3. And he shot 65% from the field, so he played pretty damn incredible. I'm just gonna dip out. Actually, you know what? We can just announce some things for the channel, I suppose. Tomorrow, I gotta stretch, sorry. Okay, so right after this, right? Jesus TV Live on Twitch, all lowercase, no spaces, no underscores, nothing like that. Just those letters together, like I told you, all lowercase. We will be streaming here in a little bit. Probably streaming till like 1:30, maybe 2. We'll probably stream till like 2 o'clock, realistically. But then tomorrow, when I get up in the morning, I'm gonna make my Walking Dead review. We're going to be doing This Week in the NFL because obviously the NFL's concluded. And then that'll obviously we'll have the NBA recap tomorrow night. I'm watching movies. I watch movies every Tuesday and Wednesday, so we will definitely have some reviews for movies for you guys throughout the week. So, yeah, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. GZTV giving you guys the latest, the greatest content. Yeah,